Most people I know want to retire by the end of their 30s. Some maybe 40s or late 40s. Some and a very less number of people want to work till they're 60 or they don't want to retire. See, retirement is a choice. But if you are one of those people who want to take an early retirement like me, then this video is for you. Hi guys, this is FinMom. I try to make finance simple for you. And in this video, I'll try to make life simple for you. So let's get started. Most people come to me and tell me that you retired at 30. Is that even possible? Your leaving your job is actually not retirement, but for me it is. That's my retirement and this is my retirement life where I get to do whatever I want to do. I had a cold, so when I started shooting this video, my husband came and asked me, do you have to shoot? I said, no, I do not have to shoot. I want to shoot. And that, my friend, is retirement for me, where I want to do something and I get to do what I want. And if that is something that even you strive for, then let's talk about how you can plan your retirement. See, to be very clear, we all need to have a retirement corpus before we even think of retiring. So let's get started on how to start planning for retirement. First, you have to think of your priorities. If you're somebody who wants to retire in your late 30s or early 40s, then you have to think that you have a certain period to have that corpus ready. You have a period of 10 to 15 years. So in that 10 to 15 years, you should keep enough savings aside which will fund your retirement. Generally, there is a 4% rule which says, so whatever corpus you have, you can withdraw 4% of that in the first year to provide for your expenses. As you grow older, you can withdraw that 4% every year. You can adjust that for inflation. There are again post-retirement returns on your investment as well. So after considering all of that, you should have a corpus ready. Now, how much corpus do you need for retirement is altogether a different video and we'll discuss that in the upcoming ones. But this video will actually help you decide whether you want to take an early retirement and how you can plan for it. To begin with, every influencer must have told you about the 50-30-20 rule. When you start earning, you spend 50% on your needs, 30% on your wants and 20% on your investments. Now I'll tell you, begin with switching the 30 and 20. Spend 20% on your wants and 30% on investment. That is how you begin. Because see, our end goal is to build a corpus which will help you retire. So prioritize and focus. And then as your salary increases, increase the investment amount, keeping your wants and needs constant. Now frugality is the key. You have to be frugal in the beginning. And frugality and cheapness are two different things. To be frugal doesn't mean you're cheap. I am not telling you, do not spend on something or do not do whatever you want to do. Do it, but plan it out. See, if you want to buy a designer bag, do not go on buying 10 bags. Buy that one designer bag. It will cost you the same. If you want to buy branded clothes, buy only the brands that you want. Wait for discounts. There are sales. There's so many options available where you can buy the same product for cheap. So wait for the opportunity, plan your expenses and be frugal. Because remember, you want to have a nice retirement life with a good corpus. So frugality, not cheapness. Frugality to begin with. Secondly, if you've not watched the video on the magic of compounding, please do watch that and use compounding to your advantage. If you start an SIP of 10,000 rupees per month for 25 years on an average return of 10%, your interest amount equals to 1.04 crores approximately. So with a total investment of 30 lakhs, your total corpus becomes 1.34 crores. This is if you do a SIP of 10,000 for 25 years. I have already told you about the importance of starting early. So start early, use compounding to build a corpus. But yeah, before you build a retirement corpus, also build an emergency fund which covers at least 6 months of expenses. An emergency fund is necessary so that you don't tap into your retirement fund now and then when you need money. You have an emergency fund for that. So before you start building your retirement corpus, build an emergency fund. This also works towards the goal of an early retirement. A detailed budget. Please watch the video on how to make a budget, and if you want to know more, please leave a comment in the comment section. But making a budget will help you see what are your spending patterns, where are you spending money on, and whether those are actually essential expenditures. And if you can cut it down, then it will increase the amount that is left towards your investment. So make a budget, see your spending patterns, see which expenses can be curtailed and do it, because ultimately early retirement. Also, maximize your contributions to retirement accounts like EPF, NPS, PPF. Now these are accounts which give you a steady return. There is minimal risk involved, and since these are government schemes, it will actually help you in tax benefits also. So do consider increasing your provident fund contributions, and I'll tell you this, this is a little unconventional and maybe a little uncalled for, but taking out money out of your EPF and NPS and PPF is a little tedious. So it actually deters you from taking money out of these funds. So do consider investing in an EPF or an NPS or PPF or any other retirement oriented annuity plans which will help you pool your money towards your retirement corpus. Then diversify your portfolio. See, I always tell you nothing is risk-free. Like be it equity, be it debt, be it any other government scheme. Like I said, minimal risk is involved in those schemes. I never said risk-free. So nothing is risk-free. But when you're young, you can afford to take risk. So do consider increasing the equity investment a little bit more than debt or any other scheme, because equity in the long run gives you a good return and high, like I said, high risk and high return. So when you're young, take a risk, do try to invest in equity, but do not limit yourself to only equity. Do it in equity, you have to do SIPs, gold, you have REITs, there are a plethora of investment opportunities available. So diversify your portfolio and take risks when you're young, because you can afford to. And if you have not watched the video on debt traps, please do that as well, because to do all of this, to achieve your goal of early retirement, you cannot afford to take liabilities into your retirement. You have to pay off your liabilities first, and debt trap is something that will really put you back a couple of years at least in your investment journey. So my advice will be to avoid debt trap. If you're doing a detailed budget, it actually helps you, because then you know how much money is going towards your liabilities. See, we all have our financial goals. So it's very important that you write down your goals, you prioritize, and if you feel that maybe I can delay my retirement for 5 to 7 years so that I'm more comfortable during my retirement, then please do consider that. If you want to pursue a business, or you want to pursue, say, a course that you had thought that you will take at a younger age but you hadn't been able to do it. So if you're planning to do that, or if you want to just travel around, see the world, provide for that expenses while you're calculating your retirement corpus. Your retirement corpus should be enough to cover all your expenses and shouldn't drain out. See, the average life expectancy previously was around 60-65 years, but now it's 80-85. So people are living longer, and as you live longer, you have to enjoy your life, right? You don't want to be worried during the later stage of your life. So plan your retirement very cautiously. And like I always say, never refrain from taking guidance. See, there are experts for everything. They're financial experts, they're tax experts, they're experts who can help you plan your retirement in a much better way. So if you are somebody who's a little confused, then do take guidance from an expert who will help you plan your retirement in a better way. And if you still have questions or you want my opinion on something, I'm always available. Reach out to me. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you like the video, and please leave a feedback. It will mean a lot to us. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.